Tipton Latham Bank Shootout and home of just an awesome event. I'm Colton Taylor. Myra Class with me. Myra, this whole tournament, this two-day event, this is something new for Tipton, but a really neat event.
It is. It's the first time doing a shootout, but I've been working the shot clock all week, and it's been really good. It's been a good event.
They've had a lot of teams come out from different areas. Some changes, though, due to the inclement weather coming in. And what was supposed to be Tipton and Max Creek facing off tonight is now going to be the Tipton Lady Cards and the Higbee Lady Tigers. Now, don't underplay this, though, because these Higbee Lady Tigers, I believe if I heard correct, are ranked 8th in Class 1. So no slouch of a team, but Tipton's kind of been on a bit of a gauntlet schedule to start this season.
Yeah, they have. He always tries to start us out with, like, the tough games to prepare us, but they've been doing great this year.
I mean, just to note a few that they went through early in the season, you play the likes of Helias not once but twice, which that's something we definitely got to look at. They just came off that grade 8 tournament, or shootout, whatever. Well, I guess it'd be a tournament up in Jeff City, and they knocked off Helias in the championship game.
They had Benton before that.
Benton, which...
Benton then Battle, and then Helias.
Benton battle Helias. Benton was the second-ranked team in Class 4, and Tipton beat them by 20-something. Yeah. They then turned around and took out a very talented, I believe, Class 5 battle squad, beat them by 20-something, and then ended it off. The Helias one stands out to me because when they faced Helias early in the season, that was a close game.
Yeah, it was a 4-point game the first time.
Yeah, and then to come out and you put them down by, it was like 27 they won in the championship by. I mean, what have you seen? I know you haven't necessarily got to be there for all the games. What have you got to see firsthand that has caused these Tipton ladies to apparently be playing better basketball right?
It's just that focus and then the improvement from the toughness of the schedule that they play. You can see it, how they're kind of getting their flow with each other and learning how they're all going to play all the time. So their offenses get better and more fluid.
You know, I actually think you're the perfect person to ask this. One thing that we've talked about on the broadcast early in the season is to focus on Madison Carbajal. Joined the team first year as a Tipton Lady Card. She came from Meadville, where they were a good Meadville squad, but let's call it what it is. Maddie kind of had to do everything when she was in Meadville, and you look at her stat line down there, it was exceptional. But I just got to wonder, being a star player and shifting into a team where, not that Maddie's not a star, because she most definitely is here, but how different is it for Maddie now to be surrounded by other girls who are, you know, able to drop 30 any given night as well? What adjustments does she have to make, and has she made?
I think she's doing a great job. First of all, just coming in, she's doing a great job. She's such like a hustler when she plays. But I think the adjustment she has to make is just knowing that coming from like a Class 1 school where you don't always have like second, third, or fourth options, just that it might not always be the best shot. Like you have to, the extra pass is there now, and it wasn't before for her.
Does it take a while to form that trust of, you know what, I can dish this off instead of splitting two people, and I know that my teammate's going to make it?
I would say it's an adjustment for sure. I mean, she's met them this year, so I mean, it's going to take some trust, but I think she's doing a great job, especially having to come in as like a ball handler and a point guard, somebody who's like a floor general, and doing that on a team that you're coming into. I think she's handling it really well.
Now, someone who's needed no adjustment this season is Ava Schlotzhauer, coming off the MVP of that grade 8 tournament up in Jeff City. Ava seems to get better and better each year. What are you seeing out of Schlotzhauer?
Well, in the grade 8 tournament, she was averaging 18 rebounds a game, which is just insane.
She had to have been the shortest center in the grade 8 tournament, averaged 18 boards.
Oh, it was insane, yeah. She just plays hard all the time, never quits.
The footwork, though, it seems like you have a center that has the footwork of a 2-guard.
She's quick. She got quick feet.
You were the first person to call a Schlotzhauer quick, so that's...
Well, JD's not. I'm calling Ava quick.
So what I'm hearing is Ava got it from Mom, all right? That is not
Sarah.
JD.
She got it from Sarah.
Sarah, thank you for the quickness for those feet. And then another one who, once again, no adjustment, has been Clara Williams. It seems like...
Oh, I love Clara. I'm the biggest Clara Williams fan there is.
How can you not be? Because I would make the argument Clara Williams is the most athletic player on the floor every game.
She hovers in the air like a dude.
Yeah,
in the best way.
She can absolutely float. But, Myra, I know you got work to do. Appreciate you joining us for the pregame.
Well, thank you for having me.
Have fun running the shot clock, and we'll catch you soon, all right? That is Myra Class, Cardinal legend here, running the shot clock for the grade 8 shootout, and happy to have her aboard for our pregame show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your starting lineups and first quarter action. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough! Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings! She'll never be installed right! She ain't sturdy, Captain! Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
Starting lineups here in the Winter Shelf Real Estate pregame show. 9-2 Tipton versus 9-3 Higbee. First, we'll meet the starting lineups for the Higbee Lady Tigers, and I just realized I'm not going to have access to those. I apologize. Higbee is not going to be in this printed pamphlet I have here, so I'm just not going to know Higbee names. That's all right, though. We'll know the Tipton Lady Cardinals once they come out. I will tell you, looking out on the floor, the first thing that stands out to me is the size difference. By the way, real quick, you got to check out this scoreboard. Look at this new scoreboard that just went up here in Tipton. This thing is slick. Got the stats on the sides, the whole 9 yards. Very, very nice scoreboard. Okay, we'll go ahead and meet the starting lineups for the Tipton Lady Cardinals. Once again with a record of 9-2. Those two losses, by the way, Class 6 ranked teams. One from Missouri, one from Colorado. For the Lady Cards, number 1, Maddie Carvajal, a junior. Number 3, Anna Crane, a junior. The lone senior. Number 10, the Trury commit, Charlie Bailey. Number 24, one of those standout juniors, and maybe the most athletic girl you're going to see play basketball this year, Clara Williams. And 18 rebounds per game in that grade 8 tournament. Miss Ava Schlotzhauer, number 45, rounding out this starting lineup. I mean, this Cardinal group is something special. There is not a weak link in the group. Look forward to seeing how they handle a ranked Class 1 team here tonight in Higbee. We'll shift gears into the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. By the way, shout out to my man Ryan Rito, and I appreciate him. I know he got my scoreboards and stuff ready for this. I greatly appreciate that, but with inclement weather coming in, didn't want to put him in danger and have him drive in places he didn't need to be. But here we are in the opening tip. They're going to let Crane jump for it. Tipton controls. It's Schlotzhauer left side. Picks it up at the free throw line. Dishes it to Bailey in the corner. Carvajal dishes back to Bailey out to the logo. Over to Williams on the left side. A shot fake. Drive out to Crane. Gets to the free throw line. Extra pass. Tipton moving the ball well. Williams dials up a corner 3 off the front iron. Wouldn't go. Rebound controlled by Higbee. Good look on the opening possession for the Lady Cards. Just wouldn't fall. Tipton. Okay, it is straight man. For a brief moment, I thought it was a zone, which would be new, but the ball is stripped on the floor. Picked up by Higbee. Fought for. Schlotzhauer gets in there, tries to knock loose, but Higbee does keep control. Gonna reset. There is a shot clock, I remind you, in this tournament. So, ball out of bounds. Good defense by that Tipton torture chamber. That is one thing Coach Culpepper stressed to me in the pregame, that the defense has gone back to being elite. He said early in the season, the help defense wasn't there. He wasn't happy with it. And if you look at that championship game against Helias, they held them to under 40 points. That is a good Helias team, and they held them to under 40. So we'll see if Tipton can force a 35-second shot clock violation before the night's done. Carvajal drives. Schlotzhauer inside. Long strides off the glass. Left hand won't go. Rebound controlled by Higbee, and a foul on Schlotzhauer. Just trying to move through the lane and knock the player over. Once again, still 0 apiece here in this first quarter of action. 6:57 to play. Tipton's schedule does not get much easier as the season goes on. I mean, they're going to turn around and see a top-ranked Rockbridge team here in just about a week and a half. Jump ball going to be called, by the way. Possession arrow does favor the Lady Tigers. Higbee with the ball. Schlotzhauer pressuring all the way to the volleyball line. Long pass tip by Carvajal, but Higbee keeps it alive. Driving in the middle of the lane. Long strides. So many strides, though, that it's a turnover. Back to the Lady Cards. Yes, Tipton will get Rockbridge of the Sophie Cunningham Classic. If you pay attention to the Almost Sports rankings, they currently have Tipton as number 7 of all classifications, and the 6 teams ahead of them are all 5 and 6 classification of schools. Rockbridge right there in the top 5. Good ball movement by the Lady Cards. Williams, that's Bailey in the corner. Shot fake, gets to the short corner. Skip pass. Carvajal, wing 3, up and good. First points of the game go to Maddie Carvajal, and Tipton leads early. 3-0, the early lead for Tipton. Great ball move, great defense. It's poked loose. Bailey with the poke. Williams didn't even know it was there, just wound up in her hands. Now on the fast break, Carbajal, middle of the floor, skips it to Crane. Crane, I'm telling you, such a different player from last year. She was good last year, but she's better this year. Bailey thought about the three. The hand went down, didn't want to, skips it. Crane left open from the corner, makes some pay. Anna Crane with the weak side three. Tipton leads 6-0. That's right on cue. Anna Crane knows her role in this team. She is the catch and shoot corner three specialist, and she is money from out there. Great setup and another steal. Williams on the fast break, right hand off the glass, count it. So right on cue, Tipton turning up the defense early. 8-0, the early Cardinal lead here in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter-Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter-Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
We're back after a quick break as Tipton has jumped up to the early 8-0 lead here with 5:30 to play in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Here at this Tipton Latham Bank shootout. Full court man pressure, well, I shouldn't say full half court man pressure, but extending it all the way out to the volleyball line. I mean, Tipton just overplays, but they do it so sound. Looking for a back cut. Carbajal there with a steal. I mean, right now, Tipton has more steals than Higbee has shot attempts. Running the fast break beautifully. It's Crane to Williams for the bucket, and it's a 10-0 Tipton lead. When you can convert defense to offense that quick and that easily, you're going to put up points in a hurry. Tipton up 10-0. 5 minutes to play in the first. Good move inside. Turnaround jumper won't go. Good move, but better defense played by Schlotzhauer. She's got the board and looks to push it. Middle of the floor, Ava uses the Bailey screen. Ava goes to the corner to Carbajal. Skip pass. Bailey left open from three. Count 'em. The center gets the board, sets the floor. Carbajal drops the dime. Bailey's got a three, and Tipton's got a 13-0 lead. Mind you, this is a 9-3 Higbee team, a ranked class, or 9-2, excuse me, Higbee team, ranked in Class 1, and Tipton's up 13-0. Tipton is playing much better ball than they did at the start of the season, and they were very, very, very good at the start of the season. Schlotzhauer just pressuring. That's close to a 5-second call. Finally given up, working around the outside as Higbee struggles getting looks, and it's another steal. Williams with it on the fast break, gets to the right hand, off the glass and in. 15-0, Tipton leads with 4 minutes to play in the first. Tipton shooting a very high field goal percentage in large part because, well, it's either been threes or layups off the fast break. I mean, Higbee right now just trying to get looks as Tipton, another steal. This time it's Bailey. Bailey on the left side gives it up to Crane, right hand off the glass, shot too strong. Williams the board, puts it up and in. Clara Williams with an early 8 points in this one, 3 apiece from Bailey and Crane. Excuse me, and Carbajal. The only one who hasn't scored in the starting lineup is Schlotzhauer, and she's probably got 4 boards and 3 assists already. 17-0, Tipton leads with 3 minutes to play. Near steal, it is a steal. Carbajal pokes it loose to Williams. Clara, no look off to Carbajal, right side, count it. It's 19-0 early, and a 30-second timeout going to be called by Higbee. We'll take the quick break. You're listening, watching KS-95 Sports.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated block advisor's office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your taxes, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843. 573-378-5843.
I don't know what Coach Culpepper was saying in that timeout, but I have to assume it is keep doing exactly what you're doing. I mean, Tipton has come out absolutely on lockdown defensively. Right now, this is not an exaggeration, Tipton has more steals than Higbee has shot attempts. It is 19-0 with 3 minutes to play here in this first quarter of action. Higbee being pressured. Bailey out on the guard. Once again, I apologize. I don't have a roster for Higbee, so I'm just, we don't have names here. Near steal, Schlotthauer there. Trap comes. Higbee able to get out of it. Goes to the corner, looking for the cutter inside. Got it on the block. Shots up, but it's short. Higbee, though, with the offensive rebound. Set it up on the wing. Tries to drive. Once again, Schlotthauer there defensively. The center can guard all 5 positions, so kind of a luxury there for the Lady Cards. In the corner, skipped out to the volleyball line. Little pick and roll action from Higbee. Well, little pick action, no roll. Pass is tipped. It's loose, but take back up by Higbee. Nothing is coming easy. Even simple passes for Higbee, and a forced shot up and in. First points of the game for the Lady Tigers. It's 19-2 with 2:10 to play. Williams over to Carvajal. Going to the low block. Schlotthauer out to Bailey. Skip pass to Crane. Carvajal, quick ball movement. Carvajal gets inside and skips it out to the corner. Williams, she'll drive. Tipton passing up shots just to get better ones, and Clara's got another bucket. Clara's in double figures already with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. She's got 10. Higbee just trying to find any kind of open look. They have 1 bucket, and it wasn't an open look. Good defense by Schlotthauer and Williams working through the screen. Patient on the outside, though, is Higbee because they don't really have a choice. Tipton's going straight man defense and has taken away all passing lanes. This is going to be a near 5-second, but a jump ball going to be called first, and possession arrow will favor the Lady Cardinals. I mean, this is about as dominant as you could start a game. Once again, this is a ranked Class 1 team. But Tipton, once again, will be tested again very, very soon as Rockbridge is on the horizon, Sophie Cunningham Classic. Couple pass fakes. Bailey in the corner. Fires down to Schlotthauer. She splits the double team, almost a triple team. Lara Petrie in the game gets it. Tries to force it inside. It's tip free. Was looking for Schlotthauer. Lara's been a great 6th man for this Tipton squad. She's played big minutes off the bench. And, I mean, Lara and Anna, it's very similar. They are both great defenders. They can shoot the rock. They rebound well. And defense forcing another turnover. I feel safe saying this defense is what we quantify as the Tipton torture chamber. This is that different level of you have to work for the simplest passes, and they don't want to see you move the ball around. They don't want to see it in the paint. There are levels to this, and Tipton has found a new one. Schlotthauer, top of the key to Carvajal, back to Ava. Ava thought about 3. Instead, she sees a driving lane, takes it, flips it off the glass, and scores. Yeah, you knew Ava wasn't going to stay scoreless for too long. It's 23-2, Tipton by 21 here in this first quarter of action. Under 30 seconds to play. Higbee looking for any kind of offense. A deep 3 forced up off the front iron. Great box out by Bailey. Holds her man off, lets the ball go out of bounds. So Tipton will have 17 seconds to play with. See if they can get a good look here. The shot clock has not been a factor, really, for the Tipton offense. Carvajal drives, goes to Williams. 10 seconds to play. Clara inside, gets the defense to collapse. Needs help in the trap, skips it, weak side, Carvajal a 3, got it! Williams collapsed the defense, and Carvajal nails the 3. We've played 1. Tipton leads 26-2. You're watching KS-95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more, give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
This is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. We are so proud that we are still a locally owned and operated bank. So when you apply for a loan with us, all decisions are made here, where they should be. We've got the right loan package for you, so call or stop by today and visit any one of our loan professionals. Member FDIC and Fair Housing Lender.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
All right, as we resume play, getting ready to start our second quarter of action, more specifically as we jump into our H&R block for sales. Second quarter of action, 26-2. Tipton leads Higbee. Yeah, it's been all Lady Cards in this one. By the way, Myra Haas making her first appearance in the game for the Lady Cards. Straight man defense, that's what you're going to see about 99% of the time from Tipton, and that's what we've seen here all game long. Tipton really applying pressure. The shot clock down to 15. Working around the outside is Higbee, trying to find a lane. Thing is, the shot clock hasn't been an issue because it's usually been a turnover first and a near turnover as it's tipped out of bounds. It is a turnover forced by the Lady Cards. Coach Culpepper, when we talked before the game, I asked him, I said, jokingly, is a shot clock violation one of the goals? And he said, yes. That means our defense shuts you down for 35 seconds, and we would love to see a shot clock violation. Bailey left open with a wing three. Instead, passes it over to Carvajal. She drives, skips it to Ava. Ava can shoot the three. Instead, she drives, splits the defense, lays it up and in through the contact. You're not going to out physical Ava Schlotzauer. 28-2. That's 7 minutes to play. The H&R Block for Sale second quarter, of course, all part of our Martin Metal broadcast. Martin Metal, our title sponsor all season long. Little give and go. Instead, it's a steal by Haas. Head to Bailey. Bailey on the left side surveys the field, sets her feet, fires the three off the iron, won't go. Rebound controlled by Higbee. A rare miss on an open three in transition by Charlie Bailey. Clara Williams getting a breather right now as Clara has, I believe, 10 already on the game. A three launch from Higbee off the back iron, won't go. Rebound controlled by Crane. Maddie wants to push it. Carball head to Haas. Haas goes to the right side. She is fouled and should be shooting too. So great job running the floor by Myra Haas and a great find by Maddie Carball. We haven't really seen a lot of fouls called in this game. That doesn't bother me at all. I think the more you just let the girls play, the more basketball you're going to get here. Haas's first free throw is long. 28-2. Once again, this is a 9-2 ranked Class 1 team versus what I believe right now is the number 2 Class 2 team in the state of Missouri, Tipton, but it just depends whose rankings you look at. Second free throw up and good. I say number 2. I think most people know that Tipton is the number 1 Class 2 team in the state. No disrespect, Skyline. That is a very good Skyline squad. Right now, if you're telling me to take somebody, I'm taking Tipton versus the field. Schlotzauer overplaying on the drive. Great defense again. Looking for a back cut. Looking for any kind of help is Higbee. It's knocked loose by Bailey, but recovered by the Lady Tigers. Clara Williams back into the game. That's something Higbee really didn't want to hear. A three forced up from Higbee off the back iron. Good box out. Good board by Schlotzauer. Once again, 18 boards per game in that grade A shootout. She runs the floor and the layup just too strong. A good look. Was trying to go coast to coast, but couldn't finish. 5:40 to play. A 27-point Tipton lead. And the near turnover. It is another turnover by Higbee. I don't have the turnover numbers in front of me, but it's a lot. It is. Tipton defense is 100% on point right now. Bailey will get a breather. I'm not sure who came back in for Bailey. I'm not sure if Carvajal was out at that moment or what it was. Schlotzauer will try her luck on a corner three. It's long. Haas tried to keep it alive, but it's controlled by Higbee, but goes off of the Higbee player out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Lady Cards. Ava can hit that three, though. Ava is actually a very good three-point shooter, and that's just another dynamic to this Tipton squad. They can go 5 out when they need to. On the inbounds, Crane, three, top of the key, nails it! Anna Crane with her second three of the game. That's the problem. You look at the starting lineup, because I say Schlotzauer can shoot threes too, you got to ask yourself, which of the players in general cannot shoot threes? The answer, none of them. They're all snipers. It's what they do. Mid-range jumper from Higbee won't go. Williams pulling down the board in the crowd and wants to run. It's 32-2, a 30-point Tipton lead here halfway through the second quarter. Williams, middle of the floor, pulls up the mid-range jumper and banks it in. 34-2, Tipton, doing what they want. Higbee trying to be patient here, going to link back to the top of the key. Crane there defensively in the corner. Williams harassing the player, taking away the driving lane. And trying to keep an eye on the shot clock as well. This is new. These girls, most of them have never played. It's another steal. This time it's Carvajal. what Maddie's averaging this season, but in past season, she's averaged 8 steals a game. Skip past Schlotzhauer, gets inside, scores. These girls always have their head on a swivel looking for the next pass. What a dime by Maddie and a great finish by Ava. Higbee just trying to find anything here. 36-2. Very rare that you see a 34-point lead. Another steal. Yes, Williams tips it. Carvajal comes up with it. Off to the races. Maddie ahead to Claire on the right side. Euro round the defender. Layup won't go. Claire gets her own miss and is fouled on the putback. She'll shoot 2. So with under 4 minutes to play, 34-point lead. Claire looking to add to it. She's already got 12 in this game. First free throw for Williams, up and good. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of different players in this game. Schlotzhauer and Crane will get a rest as Bailey checks back in, along with Lara Petrie. Claire's free throw up and good. 38-2. 38-2. Not much more I need to say on that. Patient ball moving around to the outside. Williams there defensively. A little pick and pop action there. Higbee mid-range jumper off the iron won't go. Clara soaring for another board. She's going to race up the right side. Good defense played by Higbee to take away the driving lane. Bailey gets inside, knocked off ball, picks it up, finds Williams in the corner. She gets inside, needs help, dishes it back out to Bailey. Bailey back inside, skip pass, Carvajal, wing 3, up and good. Inside out game results in another 3, Tipton by 39. Higbee looking for any kind of offense. Near steal by Carvajal. It is another steal by Carvajal. I don't know how many Maddie's got, but it's a lot. Maddie drives. Defender jumps early. Maddie couldn't finish, though. Good take, just a little delayed on the release. So back the other way is Higbee. 41-2. That is not a stat, or that is not a score that I say often or ever. Unless these Tipton girls are involved. Myra Haas back in the game. She was applying the pressure there. Ava gets a breather on the bench. Shot clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Does it happen? It does. The first shot clock violation of the game forced by the Tipton Lady Cards. I know that's going to make Coach Culpepper happy. When you can play defense for 35 seconds without allowing the ball to hit the rim, that's different. That is a special kind of defense that any coach is happy to see. So Tipton regains possession with a little over 2 minutes to play. Schlotzhauer back into the game. Crossover, loses the ball, picks it back up, finds Carvajal. Carvajal skips it to Bailey. Head and shoulder fake, gets inside, over to Schlotzhauer, drives baseline, through the contact, shot won't go, no whistle, play on. Strong take, just wouldn't go for Ava. Higbee thought about running the floor, decides against it, but instead ran without the basketball. That's travel. Ball back to the Lady Cardinals. Once again, this is a 9-2 Higbee team. That is, wow. But this is a Lady Cardinal team with state title aspirations. I don't know which class they want to win the state title in, 1, 2, 3, or 4, but I think they tried any of them. Bailey, 3, top of the key, got it! 44-2. Tipton leads by 42 points, and it's the first half. This is absurd. The pressure is causing issues for Higbee, needing help. Instead, it's a steal by Schlotzhauer. She's fouled to play on. Crane left side, pulls it back out, drops it to Bailey. Thought about a 3 on the fast break. Goes back to Crane in the corner. It's knocked loose, and trying to keep it alive was Higbee, but out of bounds. So another steal by the Lady Cards. I don't know what to say. If you want to know if the Tipton Torture Chamber's back, they've allowed 2 points, and there's a minute left in the first half. That's... Yep. Bailey gets the inbounds. Thought about the 3. Goes to Crane in the corner. Skips it to Schlotzhauer, top of the key. Back to Charlie. Crane left open for three. Rattles won't go. Ava tips it. It's tipped again, fighting for the ball, and it finally winds up in the hands of the Lady Tigers. The pressure, and now it's Crane applying it without fouling makes it even more impressive. 45 seconds to play, and Tipton has allowed one field goal thus far this entire first half. Do they make it through the half with it? A corner three, it's long. Great box out, board hauled in. That's Emma Bestian, who had just checked into the game. Bailey on the fast break, thought about the three, goes to Lara at the top of the key. She drives, extra pass to the corner to Crane. Gets to the short corner, top of the key. Bailey, she'll try another three and rattles it in. 20 seconds left, and it's 47-2. Not a whole lot more to say than that. Oh, Ryan, I miss you, buddy. I don't know what we'd be talking about, but it'd probably be a different sport. It's a steal by Schlotthauer with 5 seconds to go. Tipton's got time to get a look. Ava's going to try to go coast to coast. Left hand up and good. And that sums up the first half. It's 49-2 after one half of play. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but a Higbee halftime show is coming up. This is KS-95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more, give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
Since 1882, the Bank of Versailles has been locally owned and operated. Lending decisions are made right here in our community by people who understand real estate in the area. The Bank of Versailles is your local home and farm loan specialist, offering knowledgeable staff and competitive fixed rates that are hard to beat. The Bank of Versailles, building relationships with the people in our local community for 142 years. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no-fat milk or yogurt every day, 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
The Hy-Vee halftime show here at the Tipton Latham Bank Shootout, and I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to think of what exactly to talk about here for halftime. Tipton held Higbee to 1 made field goal, 2 points in 2 quarters of action. It's 49-2. There are teams that don't score 49 in a game. Actually, that's a very regular occurrence. Tipton leads by 47 points. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say. It's been all defense for these Lady Cards. I mean, it helps that, they're probably shooting, 75, 80% from the field right now because they're knocking down threes as well. But this is what Coach Culpepper talked to me about in the pregame. We went back there, and he's like, man, I want to see defense. I want to see pressure. I want to see steals. I want to see the Tipton Torture Chamber back. And if this isn't it, I don't know what is, because like I said, this is a ranked Higbee team, a very good Higbee team. And Tipton does not seem to care at all. And like I said, I'm just blown away here. The offense has been phenomenal as well. And, Tipton is just, I'm trying to think of things. I'm sorry. A lot of big games coming up. Mizzou playing right now, by the way. The Tigers, is that today now that I think about it, that they are at Auburn. I have to check in with the Tigers here in a little bit. And of course, I think the some NFL games going on. The Ravens and Browns playing right now. Steelers and Bengals play a little bit later on. But yeah, I'm curious about that Mizzou game as I say that. Mizzou, oof. Never mind. I shouldn't have been curious about that Mizzou game. They're at number 2 Auburn today, and number 2 Auburn looking like number 2 Auburn. So yeah, that'll be what that'll be. But nonetheless, this is a really cool event they do here in Tipton, and I hope they're going to keep doing it for years. The Tipton Latham Bank Shootout, where once again shot clocks that's been allowed for special events like tournaments and shootouts by Misha this year, and Tipton taking advantage of that as they hold a large lead. They have forced one shot clock violation at the half, so that's impressive. But yeah, we'll have more action, by the way, sports-wise, coming up next week, weather allowing. The Stover tournament gets underway. Always love being at the Stover tournament. We'll have coverage of the Stover for sales ladies and gentlemen alike in that one. And then, yeah, schedule keeps rolling on because is it the 12th, I believe, of this month is Tipton and Rockbridge. I know I've talked about that one before, but I cannot wait for that game because I really believe that that is going to be a battle. If you asked anybody outside of this area, hey, what's going to happen when Class 6 Rockbridge, and who is nationally ranked a lot of years, I mean, home of Sophie Cunningham and many other great players throughout the years. One of the Porter girls actually plays there this year. Most people would say, oh, they're gonna dominate the Class 2 team. Yeah, that's not gonna be the case. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, Tipton's gonna beat them up or anything, but I'm here to tell you there's not a team in the state of Missouri right now that I truly believe could dominate these Tipton ladies. I know this is where it's going to get crazy. Incarnate Word is the best team in the state of Missouri. There is no doubt about that. They are on a winning streak that actually could go down as the greatest in U.S. women's high school history very shortly. However, if you start comparing opponents by what Incarnate Word's beating people by, I don't know. I'd like to see Incarnate Word and Tipton. I'm not sitting here saying Tipton wins, but I'm saying Incarnate Word does not fully Tipton either. I think it's a fight. I think it's a good game, and I think it's a fun one to watch. But I think that about Tipton versus anybody at this point. We're going to take another quick break because I'm going to be honest. I'm running out of things to say. It's 49-2. All right, there's only so much I can say about that. This is the Ivy Halftime Show here on KS-95 Sports.
The students of Lake Area schools have done a lot to make their communities proud. Many have stayed to help the Lake Area grow and prosper. Whether they excel through sports or through academics, our students need our support. As a parent, be a part of your child's education. As a community, be a part of their activities by attending sporting events, concerts, and other extracurricular activities. Our support means better leaders for tomorrow. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
So I got to send my thoughts out to Ryan Retone today. Normally Ryan would be with me, but like I said, with the inclement weather, just did not seem like a good move having Ryan make the long drive up here for this game. And I'm going to be honest, looking at the score, I think it was a smart decision. But I know Ryan going to be stressing pretty hard as his Steelers do battle today with the Cincinnati Bengals. And oh boy, that one has a great game written all over it because they're two AFC North opponents. Anytime they face each other, you know it's going to be a fight. The Bengals playing for their playoff hopes. Problem is they can't do it alone. Pittsburgh's locked in, but it's just a matter of who are they playing in that opening round. I'm excited for that one. I think that gets underway at 7 o'clock right now. The Ravens and Cleveland are playing at the moment. That game obviously has implications as well because I believe the North is still up in the air. So I'm sure Ryan is watching multiple games right now knowing that, man, and probably paying very close attention to them all. But good luck, buddy. I actually hope your Steelers pull that one out. Love to see Pittsburgh in the playoffs. And if you're a Chiefs fan, you really don't care that much about football right now. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're going to tune in tomorrow. I want to see Carson Wentz, carve up the ponies. I think it'd be fantastic. Everybody acts like, oh, a Chiefs backup is playing the Broncos. Yeah, the rest of the team are going to be backups. But I remind everybody, Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate at one point in time. It's not like this guy is new to the game of football. This guy was very, very, very good in Philly. And now he's got Andy Reid as a coach. So do with that what you will. But nonetheless, the Chiefs in action tomorrow in Denver, and that's one. If the Chiefs lose, I don't care. They've won 15 games. Now, if you want to ask me about the Pro Bowl and you want to try to explain to me how somehow the Chiefs have one defensive player on the Pro Bowl while the Ravens have four, make that make sense. The Chiefs have arguably the best defense in football. We allow 18 points per game or something like that. The Ravens have one of the worst defenses in football, and they get 4 Pro Bowlers on defense. I don't understand it, but they didn't ask my opinion. That is what it is. So the Chiefs once again with Denver, then a first-round bye. So the season really begins for Kansas City very, very soon. But in the meantime, like I said, good luck to the Steelers, Ryan. I hope that works out well. We're just about ready to get into our third quarter of action here, the Tipton Latham Bank shootout. Tipton in dominant form here over Higbee. And like I said, I cannot stress this enough. This is a Higbee team that is 9-2. 9-2. It's class 1, but it's not. I mean, and I say that, everybody's like, oh, class 1. Tipton's class 2. Let's not act like there is a major size difference. It's one class and another. And also hats off to Higbee for taking this game on short notice. That is big because I completely understand it was supposed to be Max Creek here today. However, with the inclement weather, you didn't want to put yourself in that position, especially with potential freezing rain coming a little bit later on. And definitely want everybody to be safe in their travels today. We're ready to get the third quarter of action underway. Original starting lineup back out for the Lady Cards. Little zone action here for Higbee. Going to try something new. Why not? See how Tipton handles it. They get inside to Williams. She's fouled on the shot and will shoot too. So Williams to the free throw line. Free throw no good for Clara. One of the few things she's missed today. Clara has been dang near perfect with the rest of her game. Second free throw won't go either. Schlotzhauer there for the board. Her put back up and good. So maybe they had a deal there. Ava wanted to get another board in a bucket and just told Claire, hey, if you miss that one for me. Either way, Tipton up 51-2. Higbee fired at the free throw line. It's tipped by Bailey. Recovered by Higbee. Shot inside. Rattles won't go, but an offensive board by the Lady Tigers. Lining up a three from the wing. It won't go. Great box out and board by Williams. On the fast break, it's a 2-on-1. Williams to Carvajal. Tough catch. Makes it. Finds Crane. Skips it to Bailey. Bailey gets inside to Carvajal. Wing three dialed up and hit. Maddie Carvajal having a great game. I gotta brag on Maddie for a minute here. Maddie, for me, the biggest thing, she's got inside, hasn't forced anything. Has played great defense, and her shots, it's inside out threes, and she's knocking them down. It has been a clean game for Maddie Carvajal. Speaking of that, Williams nearly gets that one as she swats it out of bounds. Clara Williams can play both sides of the ball at such a high level. You watch this Tipton team, and it's not crazy to think that they could have. There's 4 girls out here that could be All-State. I'm not saying that will happen because I don't know how many All-Staters if you get 3 for the champion or if you get 4, but I'm saying it's 4 that absolutely deserve it. Good defense leads to a board, and Bailey wants to run. Middle of the floor, whips it to Crane, corner, 3, got it! Anna Crane saying, don't forget about me as she hits her third 3 of the game. So your starters for Tipton, 14 for Williams, 10 for Schlotzhauer, 14 Carvajal, 9 for Bailey, and 9 for Anna Crane. And 2 for Higbee. 57-2, 6:15 to play. Tipton's forced 1 shot clock violation. I'm sure they'd love to see another. With corner 3 launched up, it's long, and a great play by Higbee just to throw it off of Bailey and keep the possession alive. Shot clock did not hit, or the ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock stays at 11. This is neat having shot clocks in high school ball. I kind of like this. I really think eventually we'll have them. It's just part of the game anyways. Short corner, it's knocked loose by Bailey, out of bounds. Ball stays with the Lady Tigers. Higbee tosses it in on the wing. Shot clock down to 5. Higbee going to have to get a look off here quick. And a long 3 thrown up, hits the iron, but Schlotzhauer the board. Ava wants to run, brings it up the middle of the floor. Tipton has numbers, whipped out to Carvajal, wants another 3. Ooh, halfway down, but Crane, the offensive board, keeps it alive, dishes it out to Bailey. She'll try a 3. It goes off the rim, no good. Carvajal flying in for the offensive board. Now Clara will try a 3. Hers won't go, but Schlotzhauer kept it alive before Higbee pulls it in, and a jump ball going to be forced. No, I think they're going to get Maddie Yeah, they'll get Maddie for the region. So, I mean, Tipton got 3 inside out looks and just didn't hit any. And just off the top of my head, all I can think is, I mean, if Anna Crane is going to shoot like this and hit 4 threes a night and give you 9-12 to go with what the starters are already scoring, I mean, Tipton's offense is going to be different. It's already different, but that's just, Anna can be a game changer at kind of, I don't want to say a secret weapon because I'm not trying to take away from Anna Crane, but let's be honest. 4 girls out here have put 30 up in a game before, and Anna, as good as she is, Anna is kind of that 5th scoring option. If Anna can light them up, she's not going to be the one taking away and is going to get those looks. Another steal, by the way, from Tipton. Williams, extra pass to who else but Anna Crane? Oh, and it rattles out. I thought she was about to score on cue there. But still a great job running the floor. A layup just didn't go. 57-2. 5 minutes to play here in this third quarter of action. More specifically, it's the American Sun Control third quarter of action. Quarter 3, up and good for Higbee. Second field goal of the game for the Lady Tigers comes with 4:40 to play here in the American Sun Control third quarter. It's 57-5. Bailey skips it to Williams. Carvajal thought about the 3. Bailey, she thought about it as well. Instead drives baseline. Her little floater won't go. Tipped around, controlled by Higbee. Tipton's got some solid looks here. Just missed a few. Higbee on the drive over to the wing. Williams there defensively. Screen set. Tipton fights through. Good ball movement by Higbee. Trying to figure out this offense or this defense a little bit. Crane there defensively. Shot clock down to 10. Higbee in the corner. Trying to flash cutters high. Schlotz out there to take it away. Looking for the back cut. Nothing there. Shot clock down to 3. But before the shot clock violation, Williams the steal. She wants to run. Head of steam. Hangs in the air. Ball was knocked loose and went right to a Higbee player. The problem is the Higbee player was standing out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Cards. Clara Petrie set to check back into the game. Clara will come in for Anna. 57-5. Inbounds. The corner. Lara thought about the 3. Instead goes to Ava. She'll fire a 3. Top of the key. Just short off the front iron. Rebounds loose. Finally picked up by Higbee. So, I mean, not trying to... You got to find a critique here. Tipton has not shot the 3 well the last few minutes. Rest of the game, they've been impeccable. Last few minutes, maybe some tired legs setting in. 3. Top of the key from Higbee, and it's another. Higbee with their biggest scoring output of the game. They have 6 points in the last minute and a half. It's 57-8. Lead down to 49. Carvajal to Williams. Long strides inside off the glass and scores. You get the feeling Clara can do that whenever she wants. She's up to 16 in the game. Clara and Ava both on 1,000-point watch, as it looks like they'll both probably get there this season. Maddie and Charlie already there, so there is a legitimate chance as Maddie, another steal on the fast break, looking at Clara like who gets to the rim first, and Clara gets there. Maddie gives it up for another lay-in. But there's a legitimate chance by the end of the season, 4 girls will step on this floor at the same time, all with over 1,000 career points. That is a rarity that does not happen often at the high school level, and you likely won't see again. Jump ball going to be forced. Possession arrow favors Higbee. Myra Haas going to come back into the game. She'll check in for Charlie. Never mind, she'll check in for Clara. I don't really know why Clara gets subs if she's not in foul trouble, because I don't believe that Clara gets tired. Little inside out game. Deep 3 from Higbee. Draws front iron. Schlotthauer the board. Tipton wants to run. Fired ahead from Schlotthauer to Bailey. Left hand off the glass and in. Yeah, that's part of the problem with playing Tipton. Not only do you have to play good defense, you also have to be ready to run on the rebound. 63-8. It's all Tipton. Working the ball around the outside. Bailey there defensively. Higbee skip pass. Looking for the wing 3. Schlotthauer takes it away. And then the ball is thrown to the front row. So ball back to the Lady Cards with 2:04 to go. 55-point lead here in the American Sun Control third quarter. I don't know that I've ever said the phrase 55-point lead before. Lara on the wing. Skip pass. It's tipped and stolen by Higbee. sound effects like a Bluetooth speaker hooking up in here. Wing 3 from Higbee off the back iron. Carbajal the board. Maddie surveying the floor. Thought about pushing it ahead. She does so to Bailey. Left open. Wing 3 off the back iron. Won't go. Ava soars in for the board, but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Tigers. Tipton gets into conference play pretty soon. Their first year in this new conference. Interesting to see how it plays out, but Tipton going to be looking for that conference title early. And 3 from Bailey is short. Tipton's new conference: Eugene, Fayette, Lynn, Harrisburg, South Callaway, New Bloomfield, and Russellville. So some pretty good squads in that conference. Higbee thought about the corner 3. Carbajal takes it away. Going inside. Good closeout by Haas. Schlotzauer there to help her. Wing 3, Higbee off the front iron, won't go. The board to Maddie. Maddie being double teamed. Falling to the ground, still somehow gets it to Lara. And Lara being harassed, and they're going to get her for a double dribble. It was just kind of chaotic from the board, so turnover by the Lady Cards. So Higbee going to try to hit double digits with 1:03 to play in the third quarter. Clara Williams comes back into the game. She'll come in for Maddie Carbajal. Clara with 18 on the evening. This is not a slide, but I'm going to say it anyways. Every starter for Tipton is single-handedly outscoring Higbee. That's actually a thing right now. Williams on the right side pushes the tempo. Steps back into the short corner. Skip pass. Bailey. Wing 3 dialed up and knocked down. Great find from Clara. Great shot from Charlie. It's 66-8. 58-point Tipton lead. I'm going to have to start keeping a record of the biggest leads I've ever set for Tipton, but near 70 has to be up there. And a soft turnover. Schlotzauer has it. Crossover. Goes to the basket. Rattles it in. 60-point Lady Cardinal lead. A 60-point Lady Cardinal lead. And a 3 knocked down by Higbee. It's 68-11 with 5 seconds left. Tipton's got time to get a shot off here. Williams crosses over, skips it to the corner. Schlotzauer from 3, got it! At the buzzer, Ava Schlotzauer. And it's a 60-point lead for the Cards after 3. You're watching KS-95 Sports.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
As we return with Jason Blankenship, CPA fourth quarter of action, let's just call it what it is. We're figuring out how much Tipton's going to win by. It's 71-11. They lead by 60. Clock will not stop this quarter. Schlotzauer in the corner attacks. Top of the key, Bailey. She'll try a 3 off the front iron, won't go. Long rebound pulled in by Higbee. Schlotzauer gets back and takes away the drive. Once again, that's your center. That's your center. Higbee on the outside, going to work it around. They fire inside, free throw line, jumper off the back iron, won't go. Schlotzauer the board. She's going to bring it up the floor. Oh, and Schlotzauer tried to feed it inside, was looking for Emma Bestien. Nice back post there, but pass just a little too hot to handle. So Tipton did not allow a field goal a point of any kind the entire second quarter. They only allowed 2 the first. They did allow 9, though, in that third quarter. And a 3 right off the bat here from Higbee. 71-14, Lady Cards lead. Petrie. Drops it off to McQuaid, who has just checked in. Addison McQuaid in the game. And it's a steal now by Higbee. Lady Tigers looking to get the offense going. Thought about the wing three. Bailey runs her off the line. Three's launched top of the key, nearly banked in. Long board controlled by Higbee. To the corner, nothing there. Once again, Tipton straight man defense going to the block. Shot forced up and a foul going to be called. They're either going to get McQuaid or Bestian on the foul, but it will send Higbee to the free throw line. First free throw for Higbee is long. Subs for the Tipton ladies as Megan first Alice Bestian for the game. And joining Alice is Audrey Gump. For Schlotzhauer and Bailey, likely their days are done as they go to the bench and join their fellow starters in Carvajal, Crane, and Williams. Second free throw. Rattles touched every part of the iron before finally falling through. 71-15. So Lara going to run point for this squad. On the drive, looking for Gump in the corner. She's got it, skips it to Bestian. Bestian gets inside, working it around, and the Gump has it, goes to the corner to Petrie. Crossover drives baseline, knocked off ball, but the possession will stay with the Lady Cards. Looks like Bestian will be the trigger man. I need to be more specific here. Alice Bestian will be the trigger man on the inbounds. Lobs it into Petrie. She dials up a wing three off the iron, won't go. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Higbee. Yeah, I can't just say Bestian because Alice and Emma both in the game. Skip pass, and Lara reads it. She's got the steal. Lara crossed half court, hits the crossover, goes to the right side, drives short corner, skips it. Alice gets inside, splits the defense, and boy, the ref held up. I thought he was going to give her free throws. I thought he was waiting to see if the shot went to say and one, but instead they'll say a travel. Once again on 4 minutes to play. A shot up and good. Excuse me. It's just a two. An over and back call. Things getting a little sloppy, but I mean, let's just call it what it is. Anytime your second unit gets on the floor, there's a chance it's going to go that way. So it looks like Tipton's going to pick up win number 10 on the season, move to 10-2. And once again, those two losses combined less than 10 points at the hands of Class 6 Hickman, who honestly I would love to see Tipton play again because this Tipton squad is playing much better defense now than they did when they first saw them. Everything up here, we're good to go. 71-20 after the foul. That will, excuse me, first free throw up and good for the Lady Cards at the line. That is Alice Bestian. Anna Crane going to check back into the game, so Lara and Anna kind of going to help each other run this second unit. Alice's second free throw off the front iron, long board controlled by Higbee. 72-20. Tipton by 52 points. Good defense being played, even by the second unit of the Lady Cards. But the three up and good. So Higbee finding their offense a little in this fourth quarter. I mean, it tells you a little more. This is a good Higbee squad, and when that starting five comes off the floor for Tipton, you start to see it a little bit more. 49-point lead, though, for the Tipton Lady Cards. Can they restore back to 50? It's very rare you see a 50-point win, but there's a chance. Penetration by McQuaid. It's dumped off. Crane. Extra pass to McQuaid. She gets inside, out to Anna. Skip pass to Alice. Alice drives, steps through the defense. Layup won't go. Tipped around and last touched by the Cardinals. So Tipton's got a few good looks with this second unit. Just struggling to get them to fall right now. Under 2 minutes to play. Again, this is the Tipton Latham Bank Shootout, a really cool event, and looking forward to seeing this in years to come, hopefully. Short corner for Higbee, trying to get inside, and a foul going to be called. That's going to result in 2 free throws. And got to go quick on these free throws because there's only about 1:30 left in the game. That foul will go on Emma Bestian. First free throw off the iron won't go. 1:20 to play. Myra Haas going to check back into the game. She'll come in for Anna Crane. It's kind of a 3-player rotation, and that rotation has been for the, I'm trying to think how to put this, for your 6, 7, and 8 players for Tipton. You got your starting 5, but Lara Petrie's the 6th man off the bench generally, and right there with Lara, well, I guess it'd be the 5, 6, 7. So Anna, Lara, and Myra, excuse me. You'll see them in varsity games as well. So, I mean, Anna obviously is a starter, but you got to have some leadership out here with the second unit. 72-24. A turnover by the Lady Cards, but we've only got 34 seconds left in this one, so we'll see. Does the lead stay at 48, or does Higbee cut into it more? Higbee at the free throw line, trying to do a little give and go. Short corner shots forced up, won't go. Offensive board kept alive, but the shot is missed. Tipton has the rebound. Does Tipton look to score or run this clock out? Any made field goal would restore the lead to 50. Free throw line jumper off the back iron, won't go. Rebound fought for, picked up. Trying to force it up was Bastian, but it won't go, and a jump ball going to be called. Possession arrow will favor Higbee, and it won't really matter. That's how this one comes to a close. Tipton defeats Higbee 72-24. A little bit dominant there. Post-game show's coming up. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough! Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings! She'll never be installed right! She ain't sturdy, Captain! Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated block advisor's office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your taxes, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843, 573-378-5843.
And we are back with our Bank of Versailles post-game show, as I'm joined now by the head coach of the Tipton Lady Cardinals, Jason Culpepper. I'd say that you guys were dominant, but that feels like a bit of an understatement. How'd you feel about your team's performance?
I thought they did really good today. Defensively, we looked really sharp. 2 points in the first half, I think, is what we gave up.
No points at all in the second quarter.
Yeah, so, 2 points in the first quarter, 0 points in the second quarter, 2 points for the half against the number 8 ranked team in Class 1. We'll take it. I thought our girls came out with the right mindset to defend people and to rebound, push the ball in transition, and look for their teammates. I think we had several assists there in the first half on our made buckets. So, really good way for the girls to start out the new year, and great job by them.
My color guy that's normally with me was watching the game and texting me, and one thing that stood out to him was the balance in your offense. And sitting in front of us right now, we have Claire Williams and Anna Crane. And one big thing was the shooting of Crane. I mean, at one point in time, all 5 of your starters were outscoring Higbee by themselves. How much more dangerous does that make you as a team when all 5 girls can be in double digits at any time?
That's kind of where we're at. We've got 5 girls that start the game that could be in double digits. I think we ended up with Did Anna get to double digits? She finished with 9.
I think she stopped at no. Yeah, she had 9. Yep.
She could have had 11.
She had a layup that rattled out. Otherwise, she would have had double digits.
Yeah. We'll work on that. Anna will eventually make a layup. She's missed a few in the last couple games.
Well, threes are way easier than layups, so it makes sense.
20-footers are way easier than 2-footers. But overall, she's done a really good job for us. And I think tonight is I think it's our 5th game in a row. It's at least our 4th game in a row where Maddie, Charlie, Ava, and Clara, all 4 in double digits in the same game. And whenever you have 4 starters in double digits, it's going to equal a lot of success and a lot of wins. Provides a lot of balance for you offensively whenever you have 4 girls scoring double digits, and then whenever Anna comes in there and knocks down threes from the outside like she can. She's a really good shooter, and she did a really good job of getting her feet set, and her teammates found her. It's really hard to defend us, especially in a zone if you're going to shoot it well. And I thought we did a good job of not settling just for threes. We did a good job of mixing it up, getting some layups in transition and attacking the rim. Clara did a nice job there, getting in the mid-range. I don't know how many threes Clara shot for the game. Maybe only a couple. She didn't settle. She got to the rim and found some easy points. And offensively, I like where we're at.
Now, when we talked before the game, we were talking about defense, and let's call it what it is. The first few weeks of the season, it didn't look like the Tipton torture chamber. It was good defense, but it wasn't the TTC as we've come to know it. Now, something has changed because you look back at what happened in the grade 8 up in Jeff City. You end that thing holding Helias to less than 40 points. That's a very talented Helias team. You look at what you did here, holding a ranked Higbee team to under 30. I mean, you held them to 2 in the first half. What are you seeing out there that your defense is doing better now that maybe you weren't doing those first few weeks of the season?
I think that there's not as much token defense being played, not as much fake defense. And what I mean by fake defense is whenever you look out there and you're just an average fan and you're watching us play defense, it's like, oh, they're all guarding. And then whenever the girl gets the ball, we lazily put a hand in there and try to get a steal or give up the baseline. And we weren't staying true to our principles of pushing girls to the middle and staying down and giving help and pinching on gaps and preventing girls from being able to have straight line drives. And I think we're getting to the point now where we're doing a great job as a team of helping each other, relying on that help defense, and being able to pinch on those gaps and recover back out to shooters. And then, whenever your girl does have the ball, we're doing a great job of providing ball pressure without getting beat. And, if you do get beat, you got to send the middle. You can't get beat baseline. You got no help there. And I think our girls are doing a really good job of just consistently doing that. And whenever you consistently do it, then you can actually build some team chemistry on defense, which is, defensively and rebounding is our 2 things that we always talk about, always preach. That's what's going to carry you every night, which is what we want to be. We want to be a team that's out there every night and always takes care of business.
Well, before we switch over to the girls, what do you guys have coming up? I mean, you're 10-2 at this point in the season, 2 combined losses of less than 10 points to some Class 6 juggernauts. So what is ahead for the Tipton Lady Cards?
Yeah, we are 10-2 right now, starting the new year off right with a win tonight. We are idle until Friday, which is probably best since if we did have a game on Tuesday, we probably wouldn't be playing it with the weather we got coming in. So we are idle until Friday. So we have 6 days off, and we go down to El Dorado Springs to face a multi-state champion team in Class 3 who has just consistently lived in the Final Four for the last, 2 decades plus. Great Class 3 school. Nothing but respect for their coach and their team. They're always going to be a great team. So we'll get prepared for them this week. Got them on Friday, and then we turn around and we play on Sunday in the Sophie Cunningham Classic against Rockbridge. Really looking forward to both of those games. We got to take care of business Friday, and then get to play Rockbridge on Sunday, and then we turn around the following week and we are at the California tournament. So we should have a good chance to play against. Hopefully, we take care of business against Fulton in the first round, and then we'll get to see probably St. James, and then probably either Chillicothe or California if they all take care of business like they're supposed to.
Well, looking forward to seeing you guys in the Sophie Cunningham Classic on Sunday. I'm going to turn over the girls. One thing, Coach, if you could do me a favor, keep an eye on the scoring for Clara and Ava. I know they're going to close in on 1,000 at some point this season, and would love to be able to capture that. And also, do you realize the rarity of the fact that I don't know many coaches that at some point in their career will have 4 girls play on the floor that will all have 1,000 points, and you could do that this season. I've never seen that before, and may never see that again.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we actually talked about that yesterday, and I need to add it up. But just basing off of points totals from last year for Ava averaging 20 points a game, and Claire averaging, I think she averaged right at just a pinch under 16 a game, something like 15.7. In my head, I think Ava is right around 900 and some, and I think Claire should be not too far behind her. She had a few more points than Ava did as a freshman, and then Ava had a few more points than Claire as a sophomore. So they're both closing in. It should be in the next, half dozen to 10 games or so that they'll both get there. So that'll be awesome.
Fantastic. We appreciate the time, Coach, and congratulations on another big win.
Yep. Thank you guys for covering us. Appreciate it.
Of course. That's Coach Jason Culpepper. We'll get him switched over, and instead we'll jump over to the ladies here, as joining us is Clara Williams and Anna Crane, as Coach tries to tear down the whole set on his way out. Clara, I'm going to start with you because you got things popping early. What was working right for that defense that you guys held them to 2 points in the first half?
I'm not sure. I just feel like we came out ready to play, and even though we ended up getting a different team last minute, we were ready.
I get the feeling you guys don't actually care who you play. It's just whoever you see on the floor is who you're going to get. So did it really bother you at all to see a switch at the last minute?
No, not really, especially since they were both Class 1. I'm just glad we got a team to play.
Now, Anna Crane, speaking of getting things going early, you were bringing the rain from downtown tonight. What was working for you? Just feeling it tonight? Good looks from the teammates? Or
Yeah, just good passes, good setups by my teammates, make shots easy to make.
what is Coach telling you on the sideline and before games? I mean, every player I feel like has a role in this system, and it seems like your green light is glowing bright right now. Is Coach just instilling that confidence in you, or what are you hearing from Coach Culpepper?
But he pretty much tells me play good defense and spot up for threes. Inside and out shots is what we try to look at, not more like catching and turning and then shooting it, more inside out shots.
I saw a lot tonight of the next shot is the best shot. There was a lot of drive and dish, skip passes galore. Clara, sometimes I get a vibe that you almost have more fun setting somebody else up than you actually do scoring the rock. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I like seeing my teammates do good. I think it's a good thing.
It is definitely a good thing. Prior to the game, I told you this off air already, but prior to the game, we had Myra up here, and she said that she was the leader of the Clara Williams fan club and the biggest Clara Williams fan out there. Uh, did you? Is that just a long friendship, or did you learn something from Myra playing with her? Because I see a little bit of similarities in the energy you guys bring on the floor.
Yeah, I always really looked up to Myra when I was younger, and she definitely taught me a lot when I was a freshman, and we got along really good. She always helped out the freshmen, I feel like, and was nice.
It's really show because it's been a kind of a dynasty forming here. And Anna, I've got to ask the other girls this, but now I want a chance to ask you here. As you guys are working your way through the season, is it ever hard to keep focus in the regular season? Because obviously your guys' goals end in Columbia, not here in Tipton tonight. So is it hard on a Saturday with snow coming and all this to get geared up and ready to play at a 3 o'clock game?
Yeah, sometimes it feels like the day, like you have to play, but you have to just get like mentally prepared that you have a game, and everyone knows that. I think everyone likes playing games; they're fun, and we work hard for practice, so the games kind of feel like a fun thing that we get to do.
Now, with El Dorado Springs and Rockbridge coming up, two absolute powerhouses. I mean, what are you guys thinking right now? Is that something you're getting excited for, or you're already doing homework trying to get ready for those games? Where are you guys at?
Our coaches have sent out film, so we've been looking at that. I think we're all excited to play good competition. It makes us better. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna especially start tonight. Like we've had to wait. We have to look at each game one at a time. So I think by now we're gonna start getting ready for El Dorado, and I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm excited to see you guys, especially up the Sophie Cunningham Classic, because just throwing this out here too, if you guys, whoever comes away with the MVP of that tournament, you get to hang out with Sophie a little bit. That's got to be kind of cool. Also having a WNBA player out there actually interacting with you guys, and it seems like she's been really nice throughout the years.
she is really nice.
Yeah, she is.
She makes us feel all really comfortable.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I probably shouldn't. I talked to the guy that actually puts on the Classic as well as he does the Norm Stewart Classic, and I mentioned something about you, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I watch the Tipton girls games." Like he recognizes how good you guys are and sees all those levels of competition. So that's got to be kind of a cool moment. But any final thoughts, girls, on the game tonight?
Nope.
Well, congratulations on another big win. You guys played great, and we'll talk to you both soon.
Okay.
That was Anna Crane and Clara Williams, both balling out tonight for sure, as Tipton gets a big win over Higbee, 72-24. Well, I'd love to give you some final thoughts, but the final thoughts are Tipton dominated. They allowed 2 points the entire first half, and, I mean, just really did what they want. But this squad's going to be tested a little bit later on. El Dorado, very talented squad, of course, always a Final Four contender. And then Rockbridge, one of the 5 best teams in the state of Missouri right now. But we're going to put a wrap on things. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Stay safe during all this winter weather, and hopefully we'll be back with action from the Stover Tournament on Monday. I'm Colton Taylor. Special thanks, by the way, to our boy Spence on the camera here this evening. Britt just had other places to be, I guess, and wasn't cool enough to come up here, so Spencer stepped in and saved us. But we appreciate it, Spence. Hope you all have a wonderful and safe rest of your weekend. This has been another presentation